Good day, good afternoon, good noonish time. I am Adventure Argonaut, and this is, of course, Rogue Trader. We are gonna be streaming this game for a while still, I presume. I don't know if we're even halfway through yet. Maybe we are. And well, I don't want to know yet. I want to get surprised when we are actually. Well, I guess we will sort of recognize when we are closer to the end, but clearly nowhere near yet, and that's a good thing because I do enjoy the game, despite there are many, well, yeah, I guess you could say many small details that piss me off, but it doesn't ruin my enjoyment of the game overall, but it does piss me off at times. It's those little things that drive me wild, like Alice Cooper said. Okay, but my streams all look very functional. Maybe I should crack out my fan. Not like a fan, a fanatical supporter, but like a fan that blows air and not the kind of fan that, a groupie kind of fan that blows something else. Although I wouldn't necessarily mind that either, but all right. So let's go and play the game. So yeah, I think we basically finished doing everything on the planet of Kiava Gamma last time, and now we just have to um, leave the planet and then deal with the aftermath. I guess, like decide the future, what sort of governor we're gonna install into the planet, and all that stuff. So yeah, I don't think there's really anything else here. Then we can just get the hell out. Yeah, I don't see any loot marked anywhere. What's this place? So what are we gonna... did we kill those flesh in cages or not? I don't recall really, like what did the when Heinrichs did his biomancy thing and to get some information out of them, did he kill them as well? Maybe, hopefully, because I do think death is it's mercy, act of mercy for them. Okay, I have to turn this thing. So it doesn't update it on the map, which is annoying, I guess. Like the enter. Oh, okay. Well, yeah. So we float through the air. I don't like that. Like you'd think in the 20th, no, 40th century or millennium or whatever, they would have digital maps that update real time, but maybe not.
Know your duty.
Know your duty. Are we still gonna face some enemies here? Oh my god. Bend the knee. Sharp pain pierces your head and the light dims in your eyes. You smell smoke and burning. You feel a wave of nausea. Your legs buckle and your knees hit the metal floor. In that same moment, the manufacturer room surrounding you disappears in a whirlwind of mist, ash, and grey shadows. Struggling against the elements, you can barely raise your head and look. Your eyes sting and burn, and through the tears you see it, a colossal silhouette rising above you. The roaring tempest is unable to shake the mighty figure. Try to get a better look. Urulon the Cruel, okay. Awareness test succeeded. You squint and wipe away the tears, and for a moment your vision clears. Before you stands a mighty giant clad in dark power armor, lavishly adorned with bas reliefs of snarly snarling demonic silhouettes and punctured with prayer scrolls. Two braziers are mounted behind his shoulders, burning with unnatural blue flames and emitting thick black smoke that curls and twists upward like a funnel. Behind the giant, you catch a brief glimpse of a crumpled figure bound in chains. The warrior's inhuman eyes bore into you. I am the master of those who have been felled by your hand in the halls of primordial truth. I am Uralun the Crew. The souls of my followers return to the fount of power they served, crying out for me to cast my gaze upon this sacrilege. And what do I see? Yet another lackey of the corpse emperor. The giant's voice causes the storm raging around you to die down somewhat, as if the very sound of his voice is enough to make the whirlwind subside. You glance at the huge warrior and notice his chest winding azure symbol. The shades of blue seem to glimmer and mingle together. I am the sovereign of Kiavagama. This is my world, not a dominion of chaos. Oh, clinging to illusions will do you no good. The rituals have already been performed. The mortals are being singing the litanies of the primordial truth or decorating the sacrificial altars with their flesh. Kiava Gamma, as you call it, is already saturated in the nectar of the truth, the fate that awaits all worlds that would stand in our way. What do you want with me? I want to look upon the one who has disrupted my flock's duties and my master's plans. That warrior from my legion, the fabricator censor. You think their deaths as a triumph. However, it is but a minor hindrance in our path. There are other worlds that serve our goals. There are other sources of plasteel and adamantine. Revel in your victory. It will change nothing. But why doesn't he just kill me or something? Because he's clearly worried, because that's why he's blustering and whining. Nevertheless, so I smartly managed to spill some water on myself, wiping it off. At least I didn't spill it on the computer. Nevertheless, the blood in your veins whispers to the spirits that you warrant a closer look. Yes, you're a descendant of the rogue trader whose warrant Conrad Voigtfield sought to obtain. By defiling the relic and binding it to himself with the tethers of the Empyrean, he was meant to become my servant, rogue trader who would do the work of the truth. But then you interfered. Could it be that you wish to gain the true God's favor instead? Do you wish to present the corpse's relic to me and serve the truth? Hear your very blood calling, begging you to submit to me. What would be the point of futile defiance? Could be heretical, but no. Okay, let's try willpower. Rise to your feet. Fail. You strain every muscle in your body, you cannot move an inch. The dark will presses down upon your shoulders, forbidding you even from straightening your back. I am Rogue Trader, Adolf Argonaut, Sovereign of Kiavagama. Warrant belongs to me alone. All things in this world are subservient to change, Rogue Trader. Your predecessor thought herself immortal, and where is she now? What makes you think you won't be joining her shortly? This isn't your first time meddling in the deeds of the world bearers. You were there on Raikat Minor, so I want to know if you hold in your hands that which is not yours to hold, and you will tell me yourself. He utters a few words in an unknown tongue over his shoulder, and you feel your head being clamped by an unseen voice. So, yeah, what are my companions doing? They're just standing there, or like did he teleport us away to another place so they cannot, or are they like charmed as well or something? I guess they're charmed or something. You feel your blood start pumping alarmingly in your temples at an increasing pace as the wind is knocked out of you. But then the drumming in your ears quiets, and your heart, which was about to leap out of your chest, slows its rhythm. Urellen chuckles. It appears I'm not the only one who appreciates the value of a pet psyker. I will make good use of your watchdog when my servants get to you. Especially since he bares his teeth and chuckles. Especially since the soul of your least sorcerer has already been marked by my lord. A gust of wind sweeps Ural's figure away without a trace. The mist around you begins to dissipate, revealing the dark halls of the manufactorium and leaving behind an oppressive sense of powerlessness. Heinrich is standing beside you, white as a sheet, eyes wide, grimacing. The air around him seems to roil. Though the phenomenon passes almost immediately as he begins to speak, his voice sounds hoarse and cracked. That was not easy. I sensed the presence of another psyker. Someone made contact with you mentally, then tried to harm you with sorcery. I did what I could. At least you appear unharmed. Can you remember what you saw? It was a Chaos Space Marine, trademark. One of the traitors to the Imperium. I don't think it was he who touched your mind. I wouldn't have had the strength to go up against a psyker from the ranks of those monsters. He might have forced some medium to do his bidding. Perhaps it was through the same hapless medium that he sensed the deaths of his henchmen. Heinrich looks away and frowns. Such indescribable power to have reached out to your mind at such a distance. He said something about Theodora, about how the blood in my veins will lead me to serve chaos. Heinrich stares at you, whether in surprise or anger. You do not know. He gives a curt nod. I see. We can theorize later, although I will say, Adolf Argonaut, that his words do not leave much room for interpretation. The manufacturum looks around you looks the same as before in the vision. Maybe the shadows have grown a little deeper and darker. You dust yourself off and continue on your journey through the darkness. The world's industrial heart has fallen to corruption, but numerous faint vox signals from the periphery indicate that the planet's small manufacturing cluster survived without succumbing to heretics. Sacred machines and hallowed lathes from these abodes have been reverently transported to the safety of the ship's hulls. The fate of Kiava Gamma hangs in the balance. We got ancient machinery, that stuff, and ancient energy core. Of course, dogmatic. Purify and restore Kiava Gamma no matter the cost. Cleansing of Kiava Gamma. Servants of the Adeptus Ministorum heeded the call and began to assemble a holy crusade to purify Kiava Gamma. Yes, a crusade on a planet. That sounds cool. It will take much time and effort to root out every tendril of corruption lurking in the dark corners of the manufactorum. So we got some mobile extractors, mechanisms, yes. So we finally have mechanisms. I guess it didn't update yet. Weapons. It's okay, it's also a stat here. Adamantite and Phlogiston. Final bit of Phlogiston. Dogmatic plus 15. Yes. 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 No, we don't want to go there. Can we? Yes, this is how do we want to restore it. Let's do a save first. For whatever reason. So the restoration manufacturers of Kelgama have been damaged and tainted with the procedures of heretic Delphine, a renowned tech architect and fugitive aristocrat Barabbas Kilius. Barabbas, that's a auspicious name. Is offering to enter the rogue trader's service as a planetary steward and restore the world to its former production capacity. Cursed boots. Heretical, no. Whenever the wearer ends the turn, they deal one ward damage to each adjacent creature and the wearer themselves. The wearer also deals additional +0 conviction heretical rank damage to enemies. I guess if I was a heretic, profit. Again, this isn't very good, but I don't know if the other options are better. Yeah, it looks better. Blessed are the weaponsmiths, great trials are ahead, and we must steel ourselves to face them. The rogue trader will sign a mutual aid agreement with questers of the Departamento Munitorum. These outstanding theorists of warfare will supervise the repurposing of the planet's manufacturers for the production of weapons and military equipment. Sounds good. In the jaws of lathe machines and the wombs of alloy vats, soulless plastil will take on its highest and most perfect form, that of a weapon. Dark Marchesa, plasma weapon, two-handed. What's the special? When the wielder gains a stack of Marchesas plus one stack of the wielder gains +1 stack of Marchesa's thirst when scoring a critical hit with this weapon and +3 stacks when killing a target with this weapon. Upon reaching 5 stacks, the wielder gains an additional attack until the end of turn. Once this effect is triggered, all stacks are I guess. Doesn't seem too bad. Um, for somebody who can actually use it. And mechanism weapon security. That's affects the ability of the colony to scope with the negative events and so on. Calculating holiness. For generations, the Adeptus Mechanicus have been custodians of the machinery and cogitators of Kiab Gamma. Recognizing the value of this tragedy-stricken world, they are willing to deploy a forged cathedral on it as a token of sympathy. Therein, the blessed fabricator sends a fortune in vision and lay out new and more perfect design for the planet. And of Xenocide. This looks sort of. I think that's probably good for the check with complacency. No, I don't like that mechanisms. I guess we're gonna take this weaponsmith thingy. So we could go to the manufacturer, but I don't think there's any point. Okay, now we have at least 2 of each resource, but yeah, not much xenotech or phlogiston or mechanisms. Or even people. Let's do the level ups. If he has at least 1 temporary wound, they gain more parry. Formidable distraction, maybe. Yeah, let's just take that. I don't want to worry too much about it. Better to die for the Emperor. Nobody has the same archetype. And now yeah, maybe. An Imperial World character is affected by an ally's non-damaging ability or affects an ally with such an ability. The resolve is increased by 1. Okay. Do we have any cool stuff here? Power armor. I don't think we have any power armor. Argonaut rifle stuff. No. It will not die. Increases wounds. I guess at some point it might be good. Let's just get better die for the Emperor. Fellowship. Toughness. get some fellowship for him. Doing my part. Ready to serve. I guess let's take doing my part then. And can he use? He can't use plasma guns. He has the melter gun. What's this? Iconoclast. What's his casing chestplate? Let's just check. Because it's been a while since he was in the party. Do we have any better stuff? I guess not really. Oh no, this one. It's the same. This is flak chest crans, plus 3 deflection and plus 15 armor. Oh yeah, but this is the smarty kind of armor, so it's for smart people. Let's see, like the weapon. Because she has the perk that she should be using Eldari weapon. If she kills somebody with Eldari weapon, she gets another shot or something. So let's see how about Argonaut if he uses. No, this Wondrous Portent. That's also Eldari weapon, yes. She should be using it. But I didn't get the... Okay, let's see. So who here has high intelligence, like the armor that... My parties aren't the smartest. He's smart. Well, let's see. This armor. The carapace transfer plus 2 deflection and plus 20 armor against fire damage, and as well as immunity to burning. But Argonaut was he's not over 55. I don't know. Let's go level up. Athletics, demolition. I think we just want to increase her demolition because she's the cannoneer for the ship. So she, more demolition is good. Arch militant gains bonus to critical damage. Bonus is kept when the... okay, so regarding on the versatility. Sure, let's just take it. Ballistics, weapon, toughness. Let's get some toughness. Chain and power weapons. No, she's still not using them much. But plasma. We got the new plasma gun. Okay, no. I hate it that we can't just see the weapon options right now. Let's just take this. Better to die for the Emperor. Okay, let's go check out the plasma guns. Where there? That's the plasma gun. I'll turn this is up. Maybe we haven't received it yet. Because it's like maybe we have to get to the ship first or something. Maybe it's. Let's see after we. There's some more Imperium. Oh, this. Persuasion Cassia is better, so. Yeah, because now she has lots of fellowship. Cassia, I mean. Logic. She's quite good at. Oh, her Xenos is the best. Her coercion is the best as well. Let's get some coercion. Combat Locus. This is the Combat Locus strategy. Ready to serve. Finesse. Oh, this character uses Drukhari or Elder melee weapons. Weapon damage is calculated using agility instead of strength. So what's her agility and strength? I fucking hate. No. Strength 30, agility 40. Yes. So what? She has this chainsaw. So she doesn't. I guess it's not that, at least not right now. She's not really using. She isn't using the sword much. So what sort of stratagems? Can we unlock some stratagems right now? Allies, including strategist in the same combat area with the grand strategist, gain plus for perception and agility. Okay, that's like automatic bonus, so maybe just do that. Intelligence, perception. Maybe get some perception because she does shoot people a lot, so maybe it's good to be able to shoot. An Imperial World character is affected by an ally's non-damaging ability or affects an ally with such an ability, their resolve is increased. Well, yeah, she does affect others with her own crap, so I guess that's it. Alright, let's get back to the ship. It's already taken 30 minutes and it was just a level up. Well, we did decide what to do with the planet and had an encounter with the bad guy. So I guess maybe he's like the Darth Vader to the Emperor because Heinrich said that the Chaos Marine wasn't like, they're really the psyker we talked to. So do we have the gun? The plasma gun. Melta Ultima, yeah, that's better. So even though it doesn't really use it. I don't get it. Where's the plasma gun we were supposed to get from the planet? We should have it, right? Okay, let's go. We should have some data. I think we can use the computer to analyze it. Hand the Kieva Gamma data bank to the tech priest. Access the data from Kieva Gamma. Tech priest connects the data slate to the Gotchi drive with such care as if he is holding the greatest of treasures. The servo motors hum as they begin to stir, and the lines of text on the grid screen swiftly replace one another. Input back comp out number yeah. Techno gobbledygook. The great mechanism has transformed secret data into a format that you can comprehend without the assistance of a servant of the Omnisia. The tech priest retrieves the data slate from the heart of the cogitator, holding it with both hands and passes it to you. Okay. So can we now read it? Is it this one? Reporter Unit Q59/0 Research Group. Subject of study active samples of terrible disease as unnamed tech blight. Affected tech blight is capable of corroding the matter and destroying it from within at a terrifying speed. This deadly plague infects mechanisms as well as any metals and other materials used as their basis. No technology known to the Crimson Priesthood, neither gifts from the great Omnissiah nor heretical products of Xenos can withstand this onslaught. Disease poisons and warps the very essence and changes the code of sacred mechanisms. Observations: the tech blight triggers an effect that is repulsive at its core. It transforms metal into horrific forms of an unpredictable nature. During testing, it demonstrated the ability to fuse solid matter into organic objects, creating something new as a result. The phenomenon was assigned the name tech splicing. Method of transportation: ceramic capsules. Burnt clay is the only thing that can contain the pestilence. Extra caution must be taken given the container's fragility. Any damage might result in an uncontrollable outbreak. Damaging the containers is unacceptable. Current stage: tests to subjugate the tech blight to his will and turn it into a weapon subject to the omniscient wisdom. Test result: assessment success. Note: the test triggered an event recorded under name incident N872-04. The quest for knowledge in his name will continue. Hypothesis 1: the tech blight was created in the darkness of unknown worlds, away from the eye of the great creator. Hypothesis 2: any chain that exists to harm the machine god's creations can and will be bent to his will. Okay, so is this the stuff? Trophy changes. Oh yes. Preliminary report, so is that N40? Is that one, right? Yes, it's this one, alright. So can we here see colony founded? Yes. So did we receive the gun? Project started. Does it mean that we don't have the thing yet? Like we have to finish the project first? Maybe it means that. Okay, but let's go talk to... See, does this guy have something new to say? No. Let's see, can we buy some cool stuff from somebody? Bloodhound Gang. Well, let's buy it. Yes, it's free. We don't have to actually. Enforcer helmet. Okay, let's just take this because we can. Sanctified staff. Elite chainsword. Is this good? Holy gifts, holy diva. Guess we can get this thing, and do we want this? Sure, let's get it. I don't know if we want to use it. Yeah, let's get this. I don't really want to use consumable stuff like that. See, this is level 5, so it's gonna take a while to get here. Well, let's see, because the requirements aren't that high. Holy gift. Holy gift. Holy, holy, gift. And it's not that far off. Heretic trophies. Wait. Alright. Target designator. Surgeon manual. Owner +6 to Medicaid and more movement points after using Medikit. Pattern bolter. That doesn't. Well, let's take it. Doesn't seem good. A Weber. Okay. Finally, we get a Weber. Casbalic emission. We're not in good relations with these people. We should just kill this guy and replace that with somebody else. Fine, let's take the sword. It's not like we're gonna use it though. Level 4. They want heretic stuff and Xeno artifacts. 2000. Need to it's too rich for my blood right now. Scrap box. So they like Eldari trophies, and Estrukari is okay for them too. And avoid heretics. 1005. That's a bit too high. Fine. See, we got some like this thing, right? And this thing. She's my designated healer, so she can get this. Whenever the wearer hits an enemy with Deadeye shot, it reduces enemy's deflection by -1 and applies +1 exploit on the end of combat. Yes, we should go talk to our companions a bit, especially what's his name, Heinrichs.
To what do I owe this visit?
I want to discuss the cult of the Final Dawn. What can you tell me about it?
The cult's ordinary members are humans who have been corrupted by the archenemy, traitors to the Imperium, and accomplices of chaos. Participation in the cult's rituals always entails brainwashing, literally and figuratively. The longer cult members spend among other cultists, the less critically they think, and the more closely they resemble obedient livestock, stripped of their fear and instinct for self-preservation. The worst of them go to their deaths without an inkling of doubt, ready to take hundreds and thousands of souls with them. As for those at the top of the cult's hierarchy, we have not yet managed to get a lead on all of the cult's leaders. I imagine that some of them are hiding in the depths of the Coronis Expanse, But those who are orchestrating the fanatics on nearby worlds are hiding very well indeed, or receiving protection from above.
What do you mean protection from above?
Governors, commanders, rogue traders. History is full of those who neglect their duty to the Golden Throne and seek allies in the wrong places.
You seem to have been investigating this cult for some time.
We discovered the first traces of it as soon as we arrived in the Coronis Expanse. Since then, the more we learn, the better we see just how far the roots of this blight extend. Destroying individual cells is pointless. We must cut this beast off at its head.
Remind me, what is your mission regarding the cult?
I need to confirm the reports from my agents. According to them, one of the cult's leaders is in the Kiava Gamma segment, an industrial world within the dominion of the Von Phalantius dynasty. I hope you won't impede my investigation.
Didn't we kill the leader?
As you wish.
Okay, are you satisfied with the results of your mission on Kiava Gamma?
More than. The data we retrieved is already in the hands of the Inquisition, in the custody of those who can extract the secrets of the future from the claws of chaos. The sacrifices made to the Cogitator will not have been for nothing. We dealt a blow not only to the cultists, but to the archenemy itself. I cannot help but be pleased. However, there is something I must tell you. Back there, at the Cogitator, my decision to let it complete its operation allowed me to... I can't even find words, to perceive something of what is to come. You deserve to know this. The cult is threatening the worlds within your protectorate, after all. I could choose to think of it as an echo of the past, or a specter of the future. But that's not it. Warp sorcery joins stretches of time together, violating the accepted sequence and flow of events. I heard a resonance of the person behind the cult. I faced demons more than once before, but this? I couldn't have imagined such a concentration of evil and corruption. I am convinced that one of the greater demons is behind the cult of the Final Dawn. Beware the day when that demon finds a way to appear in this world.
So I think the Cogitator did something to you, and I want to know what.
I touched the corruption of the archenemy. Did you honestly think the experience could somehow...
I wanna reload. I wanna see, like, get that roll. Like, see what, if there's like significant something that happens if we succeed. Or when we succeed, of course. Of course, the loading is gonna take a while, but I wish I could force, Cassia or Jay to roll the persuasion for me. Let's see, we have the persuasion. Yeah, these gloves of persuasion. Let's use them for now for Argonaut.
To what do I owe this visit? More. We dealt a blow, not only... However, I could choose to think of it as an
now it's
echo of the
45 chance.
No servant
Yes,
of the God
success.
Emperor has closer dealings with corruption than the agents of the Golden Throne. In its quest to guard the Imperium against its foes' most devious and secret schemes, the Inquisition seeks to understand the essence of evil. It is not enough for us to burn or cut down a rotten seedling. We must study it, understand it, touch it. Every time any of us do our duty, we are risking our very souls. But when it comes to psychers, the soul of a psyker is especially enticing to the archenemy.
So what did happen? What happened?
I was operating the machine created by the servants of the archenemy, and in doing so, I attracted the attention of the cult's master. Thank the throne that it was only a glancing touch. If it hadn't been, we would not be speaking here today. When I touched the cult's cogitator, I drew the thousand-eye gaze of evil upon myself, as any agent does when they interfere in the schemes of those who serve the ruinous powers. And that evil undoubtedly left an invisible mark upon me, as it does on any acolyte who fights against the archenemy. And this will be the case every time I do my duty. I know a good deal about the fates of those who have served the throne before me. Enough to know that my path leads to one place, and one place only.
What are you gonna do next?
My visit to Kiava Gamma did not produce answers to all my questions, but we did succeed in dealing a blow to the cult by destroying the Fabricator Sensor's machine. I have directed my spies to track the sect's surviving leaders. I am certain that they will have useful information for us soon. Though small, this is a victory for the Golden Throne, and I have you to thank for it.
I'm not gonna ask this so now I can be rid of you. I don't wanna get rid of him. He's an Inquisitor. He's not my favorite character, certainly, but you know, I support the Inquisition. I think that will be all for now.
Thank you for finding the time for our conversation. The cult's ordinary members are human. As for those at the top of the cult's hierarchy, I need to confirm the reports from
have to ask this stuff.
governors. We discovered the first... As you wish.
I'm bored of Earliet. I would like to hand the Xenos over to the Inquisition. I want the Inquisition to take care of Idira. Read me of her. Okay. Well, Idira, like, she might prove to be a liability at some point. Like, I don't know how far down the path of corruption she's gonna go. Yeah, she's already level 2 heretic. That's not very nice. Damn, we're still far off from level 3 of dogmatic. Ooh, she's quite high in dogma. She's a votary. Let's see if...
Lord Captain.
Okay. No, nothing new
Lord
to
Captain.
ask him. Vigdis, do you have anything new? Have Oxford's brought anything interesting lately? So, any rumors? Nope. How about Mr. Raver? Do you have a rave? Okay, no. So there's lots of... Yeah, it's just description of him. Argenta.
Lord Captain, your presence is welcome. And I wish to apologize for my prior coldness. After our first meeting, I was concerned that he would turn out to be another faithless offshoot of the von Valancius dynasty, like the traitor Conrad. But now I see before me a worthy leader and servant of the Imperium. I am glad to accompany you in your endeavors.
Are you ready to tell me more about yourself now?
If such is the rogue trader's wish, although there isn't much I can tell, I am the Emperor's daughter and his servant.
Where do you hail from?
Now that I can tell you. I come from everywhere and nowhere. I am the child of officers of the Imperial Guard. I was born in the hold of a warship, grew up following my parents' deployments from one planet to another, and lost my family in the flames of a righteous war. My memory is like wafts of smoke over a still battlefield. The gray of a ship's plating, the strict cadence of life in military camps. My mother's uniform. I loved looking at it. Then, that battle. The rumbling, the shouting, and the soot. The screams of soldiers burning alive. And the gold of the regiment's Aquila. Untouched by soot or blood. The last unsullied piece of a world that was going mad. That was my last memory of my mother, and of my former life, before the Progenium and the novitiate, before my trials, before the vows.
The golden shard you carry with you.
My own relic. It's the regiment's Aquila, or rather, the fragment that survived the attack, the explosions, and the fire. For me, it's a reminder that purity and radiance can be preserved, even in the heart of darkness.
So how did you become one of the Adeptus Sororitas?
Become. It's such a strange word for it. It seems right, but is that how one talks about their destiny? If you're asking about the path itself, that's easy enough to answer. First, like many other orphans, I endured the Progenium. Those years were rough, but I remember the hardship fondly. Few things can compare with the feeling of satisfaction from a past trial, even if it leaves your body aching from exhaustion, or your soul wincing in pain. I was one of the best among my peers, and I was selected for the novitiate in the ranks of the Adeptus Sororitas. When the hour came, I passed the trials and took my vows. The most joyous day of my life. The Emperor's light has always been with me, but to accept it with all your heart, to utter the oaths, that is a rapture like no other.
I wonder, like, if you are playing heretical, can you corrupt her and make her, like, into a worshipper of chaos or something? Have you ever wished for a different lot in life?
Have I ever? But that would be shameful weakness, almost heresy. Of course not. I was born for this. I live by the Emperor's will, and in his light, I myself am
I think
the light. I must
her voice is
be
a bit
the light.
annoying.
For myself, and for those who ask for
Like
my protection.
The emotionality is a bit too strong
I
or
was
something.
chosen to serve. But beyond that, I won't deny it. Few things elate me as much as the thought that the heretic felled by my shot will never again orphan a child.
Thank you for your candor.
It is my pleasure to be candid.
I would like to discuss Sally's Prime and the relic that you want to find.
Of course, my mission is all I can think about.
Remind me, what's your mission?
To find the way to the planet called Salus Prime. Saint Argenta is my patroness, and that is where her fallen ship is. And it must also be the resting place of her great relic, the One Star.
Lone Star. Tell me about Saint Argenta, whose relic you're searching for.
Gladly. Listen. Long ago, there was a blessed world. Thousands of stars covered the sky there, so bright that its denizens hardly knew the darkness of night. Thousands of rivers nurtured the soil. Thousands of gardens bloomed every spring, and at every moment, thousands of prayers were flying into the clear air, thanking and praising the Emperor. But one day, the people learned the meaning of darkness. Like a storm, accursed heretics who had sold themselves to the archenemy descended upon the planet. Shells flew from the sky that desolated whole cities and burned the gardens and filled the riverbeds with the blood of the faithful. Smoke and soot swallowed the skies and the thousand stars that had once shone over the world. Among the handful of survivors was one orphan who had watched all her family die, and the garden she'd grown up in burn to ash. But in her heart, she knew the absolute truth. Just these 3 words, The Emperor protects.
The Emperor
And
protects.
knowing that, she never looked away from the black, terrifying, smoke-covered sky. There were no more bright stars to be seen. Except for one. The one star. The bright star. The silver star shone in the sky. And when the orphan smiled at it, the one star fell right into her hands. All the faithful in every corner of the continent who saw the trail of the falling star recognized it as an omen and went looking for the place where it landed. And they rallied together. And with the light of the one star, they found their salvation.
I hate it when she does that. Like she says something and I think I might do something like that too, but that doesn't, you know, um, exclude the it being annoying. The girl from the story that was Saint Argenta.
Yes, that was the beginning of her hagiography. It is known that she lived on a world where heretics staged a terrible insurrection. They wiped out all life on the planet, except those whom Saint Argenta managed to save with the one star, and with the strength of her faith. After that, she traveled between worlds gripped by turmoil on her ship, marked with a silver star, and brought hope to the faithful. Numerous accounts confirm this. Her coming helped people turn the tide of the war, and wipe away corruption before the Imperium's main forces even arrived. Millions of people owed their lives to her, but the heretics, having realized their imminent defeat, sent the remnants of their forces after the ship with the Silver Star. It fell from the skies onto an obscure world. There are no definitive records of how old Argenta was at the time. In some chronicles, she's even called the Child Saint, but their credibility is questionable. Either way, she didn't live long, but she left a bright trail in her wake, like a falling star.
So what is this one star?
If I only knew. Neither the hagiography nor the legends give a straight answer. Classical iconographers believed that the star turned into a banner woven from silver thread, which, when brought onto the battlefield, would shed light that blinded only heretics, but did no harm to the faithful. Most of them portrayed Saint Argenta as a girl carrying this banner. Others think that upon falling from the sky, the one star became a holy chainsword, which Argenta later used to strike down monsters and enemies of the Imperium. In some of the earlier engravings, Argenta is depicted wearing power armor with a silver star on her chest. One theological theory suggests that this armor was, in fact, the relic. Some even think that the one star is actually the ship on which Argenta traveled. I feel that my undertaking will be fulfilled when I find the answer that has eluded the Ecclesiarchy for millennia. I pray we find the way to Salus Prime soon. The ruinous powers must be aligned against us. They stand in the way of faith.
No more questions.
One day we will reach Salus Prime and stand before the gates of Saint Argenta's ship. I know it. I believe.
Okay. Yes, we should do the whole round and talk to all the party members to see if there is, you know, which ones still have like some new stuff to say.
Words cannot describe how boring the bridge is without our stimulating conversations.
Audios are special site reveal.
Too many colors. The hues flicker and intersperse, merging into a single wave. It's about to crash. Forgive me, but I cannot satisfy your curiosity at this time. Perhaps later. I have enjoyed your company.
Okay. So she cannot say anything useful. Computer. We talk to these guys, so then there's these still. Where's the EDR here? Here. I like her glaive. When Idira sees you, her lips curve into a smile as she nods, and she nods at something over your shoulder. You seem to have a very strong reaction to what Argenta said by the broken lens, so that's a while ago, I guess.
It was just my nerves playing up. Something about our little saint doesn't sit right with me, and I trust my gut. Oh sure, she seems straight as an arrow and as predictable as a hangover after drinking. But when I look at her, something about her makes my brain itch. After that conversation, I tried to listen to what was being said about her. Beyond the door, what I heard was strange. Blood in her past, twilight in her present, and something like a star leading her. But where is it leading her? I saw several roads, and all of them frightened me.
Yeah, the star is correct. She's chasing the one star. What does it all mean?
If I knew, I would have told you. Hearing things clearly requires cooperation from the other person, you know. But that cobra just hisses and spits its venom at me. I don't trust her one bit.
Maybe we should warn Argenta.
Oh yeah. You go ahead and tell her the wicked Psyker has divined something about her. She'll be so pleased and grateful, and of course she'll listen to what you have to say. No, that would be pointless. And anyway, I'm not even sure what it all means. Maybe the danger is to her? Or maybe the danger's coming from her.
Awareness test failed. Okay. A new story for me, Idira.
You bet I do, Lord Captain.
Idira becomes more animated and her expression turns slightly dreamy as she recalls one of her stories.
Okay,
so much text.
We went to Footfall once. Well, I mean, Lord Captain Theodora went to Footfall a lot. But on that occasion, she took me with her for some reason. My day had gotten off to a bad start. My head had been yammering since I woke up, but there was nothing else for it. I had to go. We arrived at the place, and what a place! All the gentlemen and ladies dressed to kill, showing off their encrusted implants, all clustered around little tables. Well, turned out it was a gaming den. And not just any gaming den, but one run by somebody with deep pockets for people with just as much cash to splash.
So did they have like a LAN party?
People gambling away planets in a game of regicide. Anyway, so the Lord Captain wanted me to help her beat some guy. So I tell her, the chips won't land in your favor. You'll get a bad hand. Don't sit down at that table, your ladyship. But did she listen? Of course she didn't. If there's one thing she never lacked, it's stubbornness. So they sat down and the cards were dealt. I'm hovering around like I'm not involved, but I'm keeping my eye on things. And everything in my head keeps getting louder and louder. Anyway, it's a good thing I realized in time that my mind wasn't going haywire over a losing hand, but something else. I made some excuse to drag the Lord Captain up from the table and took her away from that place. And a few minutes later, the room where we'd been... It turned out some wise guy had the same bright idea to bring a pet psyker along with him. One of those ones who just scuttle around in Footfall's underbelly. And the psyker just freaked out, I guess. After all the commotion, people went to see what happened in the room. And they'd all gone for each other's throats. Literally. With teeth. And I think they completely detached that asteroid from Footfall and pushed it off into open space so it would head off toward the local star.
Ha ha ha. Okay, I'd like to hear your augury, Idira. What awaits me in the future?
All right, let's hear what they're whispering about you.
Ira laughs, rubs her hands together, and suddenly freezes with a vacant smile on her face. Her head slightly tilted, you feel goosebumps appear on your skin, and your color begins to waver ever so slightly, as if moved by a breeze from a half-open door.
In the cradle of your ancestors, a black dragon hungers, cunning and spitting venom. Many paths lead from home, but only one leads back to it. Black and full of sorrow. When you start along the path, make haste. Make haste.
So, cradle of your ancestors, I guess that's where Ron Valancius' family was born or something.
I'm sorry, Lord Captain. The voices are going wild. I can't make out a thing. I'll try to rein them in, somehow. But for now...
Have you recovered from your encounter with the false Theodora?
I have, Lord Captain. I remember our pact, and I have myself under control. The voices haven't quietened, but I'm managing. And if I'm ever tempted to slack off, I have a constant reminder of what's at stake.
Well, very well, Idira. We will see. We will hope for the best.
Yes, sir, Lord Captain. We will. Of course.
Okay. Let's talk with everybody else. Jay.
May the Exalted One protect you. Have you grown bored without our little talk, Shireen?
Tell me about your background again.
The youngest child is destined to become a bargaining chip in
Okay,
the family's political games.
Talking
But
about
I
this
was
like there's no
unwilling to accept
news
such a
stuff.
fate.
Okay.
All relationships are based on
I will
mutual
help you
trust.
acquire the
That
merchant
goes for
certificate,
business
I
too.
guess.
Oh, Shireen, thank you for such generosity. I will humbly wait until you steer your vessel towards Dargonus.
Yeah, so
The
she has to
Mercatum Tabula
accompany us on Dargonus,
Officiale.
I guess.
It sounds almost as majestic as the warrant of trade.
Because that's the next target, I guess, to go to Dargonus. You must forgive me, I'm prying, but has the esteemed prince's heart been claimed by... No, I don't wanna... I'm not that interested. She's too haggy, and I don't know, sus. Argenta seems... I like this line, get off my ship. Argenta seems to have gotten under your skin, am I right?
Argenta? What could be more beautiful than the sight of a sister of battle, whose mere presence casts light in the dark corners of lost souls such as mine? But alas, what remains of my sanity is telling me that poor Jai can only admire the radiance of this angel, forsaking any hope of ever touching her wings.
So she lusts after Argenta, I guess. Degenerate.
Oh, I have no doubt you will.
So what was those quests? Master of Seals. Okay, yeah, that's the merchant stuff she wants. Okay, I thought so. It was something to do with the Argenta stuff because that's when it appeared. Okay, let's go talk. Who is still out? Tech Priest.
The
Pascal.
Messiah knows all, comprehends all.
Have you studied Demence's neural augmetic yet?
I have destroyed it.
Perception just succeeded. A slight telltale rattle in Pascal's voice makes him sound unconvincing. You're lying.
This statement is true. I am yet to settle into a definitive course of action. I am running a spot diagnostic on the memory of the heretic Demence, even though purity protocols stipulate that his blasphemous knowledge must be eradicated. I am not drawn toward forbidden information, but only to data concerning the blessed Amonats.
Have you found out anything?
The success has been partial. Demence Haneman's identity has been confirmed. The widespread influence of paranoid motivations is observable in his cognitive processes. which is what seems to have caused him to break his vows. However, extensive regions of his memory have been damaged by forbidden technologies and are, for now, defying decryption.
What corrupted demons?
An echo
His
of the
name,
warp. Energies of the
because he's
Imperium
demented.
that had seeped into real space and taken the shape of a Vox signal. I have found recorded cases of similarly induced corruption in the archive. Listening to the void is a perilous occupation.
But you did want to know what he knew. You were interested.
The quest for knowledge is our mission of highest priority. But what Dements promised was not knowledge, but a distorted copy of it. This was not what the Deus Mechanicus had told us to seek.
Any information on Archmagus Amarnet?
The data discovered is unreadable. It is encrypted, albeit only partially, and I hypothesize that the heretic Dements was attempting to decrypt it. I will take every effort to extract a larger volume of data. Information pointing to the unit referred to as the Maimed Hunter is alleged to be of critical significance.
You fear knowledge even as you extol it.
Whether knowledge can be profane is the grand question. Lay people find comfort in the delusion that knowledge is merely information. That in and of itself, it is harmless, and only turns dangerous when it falls into the hands of the wicked. But that is not what I have seen. I have seen knowledge gnaw away at the minds of those who let it inside them. Yet I seek it regardless. Why? Perhaps because there really is no apostasy in knowledge. It is dangerous, yes, but not forbidden. For it was created by the Omnissiah.
Your Omnisia does not speak to you, so you wander about in the dark. Embrace the light of the Emperor, and the true God will show you which way damnation lies and which way grace lies.
This is my God, a God I see every day, in every mechanism, in every machine spirit. The Omnissiah is always with me, for he is within me. And yet, his signals to us do contain contradictions. Or else we have accepted a faulty interpretation of them.
The tech priest lowers his head pensively. The megadendrites slow down smoothly, and the steely overtones disappear from Pascal's voice. Continue your research.
Response? Affirmative. The decryption will continue with diligence and caution.
Strange messages have been appearing in the ship's log. What do you know about this era?
This statement is true. Algorithmic violations have been recorded, as a result of which I twice performed an offering to the cogitators of corrective data vows and ruled out the possibility of sabotage. I hypothesize that the violation is a consequence of the discontent of the ship's machine spirits. I recommend a procedure of placation of the honored spirits for the glory of the Omnissiah and the steel angels sent by him.
Okay, let's go.
May your labors be effective and fruitful.
So I have to give birth to like a pair or something, because you know labors being effective and fruitful. That sounds chaotic. I'm a man, and also I'm not a vegetable or fruit or anything. Earliat's slight form stands frozen in an unnatural pose amid the blinking lumens and dancing shadows of the bridge. Her hands are clasped together strangely and her eyes tightly closed. Her chest is utterly still, as if she's not breathing at all. At least there's some kind of Eldari, I guess, observe silently. Erliat remains unmoving the entire time that you watch her, and only the barest flicker of her eyes beneath her closed lids that you know that she's alive at least. Wait a while. For the first time, Erliet takes deep breath in through her nose and barely audibly exhales. Her body remains as relaxed as ever, and her eyes are still closed. Your presence doesn't seem to be in any way distracting for her. Uh, Sit down beside her and wait. It seems this is going to take a while. You find a somewhat comfortable spot and get yourself settled. Erliet still does not react to your presence. As time passes, you begin to sink into your own thoughts. Oh no, we're gonna have heretical meditations. Ooh, willpower test succeeded. The gilded chrono in your hands tells you that 2 watch hours have already elapsed. Damn. Your muscles feel stiff and your head feels heavy on your neck. When you next glance around the small section of the bridge that Erliet has adapted for her own use, you catch someone's sharp, attentive gaze. You get experience.
You are still here, Elantark.
Erliet's words do not sound like a question or an expression of surprise. Her eyes sweep over you and she nods in greeting. Lorasino succeeded. You were deep in elderly meditation, weren't you?
Yes. I am sometimes surprised by the depth of your knowledge of my kind's customs, Elantark. But even if listening is your only skill, that in itself elevates you above billions of other monkey.
Ah, yes, her casual speciesism.
My meditation is immersion. Immersion into myself, my inner world. It is my chance to speak to myself, but without words, or to heal wounds that cannot be seen with ordinary sight. It is difficult to explain, even in the language of the children of Asurian. There are so many meanings and shades in its sound alone, and the monkey tongue is too sparse and awkward. No. Immersion must be seen to be realized. I should say, Elantark, that during meditation, the mind does not leave the body. Part of it remains vigilant, monitoring what is taking place outside. So I heard every word you said, and I saw everything you did.
That doesn't surprise me.
Restraint is not a trait that your kind is known for. And yet, you did not interrupt my immersion, Elantark. A worthy act. I will remember this.
Will it? She will remember that. So you knew I was here the whole time, you didn't even bat an eye.
Immersion requires concentration and unity of mind, body, and spirit. Entering this state unprepared, or coming out of it suddenly, can be harmful.
We have pressing matters to discuss. Elliot nods wordlessly. A strange and blasphemous thing started happening during the first warp voyage with you on board. The crew are whispering that you may be the reason. Is this true?
The minions of She Who Thirsts could sense my soul behind the thick walls and thin veil that separate your fragile lives from the roiling fury outside. A child of Asurian that dared to wander beyond the veil, within the reach of an outstretched claw, protected only by the barrier of unreliable monkey technology. It is too tempting a quarry for the monsters that serve Cylon Thresh. Our ships never venture beyond the veil, and I never traveled the way you do, monkey. Elantark, I admit this was a novel experience. I lost composure, let dismay into my heart, and almost strayed from the path. This moment of hesitation drew the attention of She Who Thirsts, but I summoned my will and used the knowledge of meditation to achieve balance, and hide my soul behind an impenetrable wall of resolve. Future journeys beyond the veil will still be difficult,
But I will steel my heart, and not let the hounds of Cylon Thrash pick up my scent ever again.
Am I still unworthy of discussing your world and your king? She nods, currently saying nothing. Okay. Screw you then. I'm gonna be right back. Just gonna check on my son. Okay. Back. So yeah, this is so we didn't get this stuff yet. We are as a project. So yeah, I guess it means it's underway. Okay, 0% executed. All right, all right. So yeah, that's why we didn't get the weapon. Let's see. Do we have some stuff here that should be in the cargo? Ancient machinery. Hmm? Lord Captain, the world of Foulstone has been upset by a conflict between the followers of the Order of the Hammer and the refugees from the Winterscale Dynasty's domain. An argument broke out near the tomb of the renowned holy man Nicomedes Keeve, and the tomb was damaged in the fray. The pilgrims wearing Keeve's rival, Philomenes of Malby, claimed Keeve to be a thief who had stolen the relics of Saint Cognatius and violated the sacred mystery of his resting place, to say it is green. The Order of the Hammer is furious at the heretical statesman's desecration of Keith's burial site. Voices Nicomedes and Philomenes was the issue here. Saint Nicomedes Keith is a missionary who arrived in the Expanse alongside the founders of the Order of the Hammer, offering them valuable guidance for colonizing Foulstone. He converted many worlds to the Imperial Creed, but his most famous feat was his search into the burial site of the legendary preacher Saint Cognatius, who conquered the Expanse thousands of years ago, leaving behind scores of relics. Keith was able to track down some of those relics. The order was named after the power of Hammer of Saint Cognatius, pietist charge. Philomenes of Malby is a priest from Winterscale's realm. He preached the same times as Nicomedes Keith and denounced him as a false veneration of Saint Cognatius. He believed that Cognatius preached the incomprehensibility of the highest wisdom of the people, and that any attempts to learn it would lead to heresy. He called the search for Saint Cognatius' burial site blasphemy and the collection of relics looting and soliciting. In his opinion, sacred objects should not be congregated in one place, but should be find haven across many worlds. Relics are power, and their aggregation gives way to pride. What say my advisors? For a group that has just arrived in a foreign realm, the Malkians' conduct is insolent at best. Penance should be imposed on them. We will send them on a pilgrimage to find the relics of Saint Cognatius and learn the ways of Saint Keith. In this way, they would be used of returning the lost relics, and the Order of the Hammer would be satisfied with a just verdict. There was a similar theological dispute in the Fifth Ophelian Council, and the conflict between the two cults was resolved in sacred duel. 20 champions from each side came forward, both sides vowing to accept the victor's teachings if they lost. I proposed we invoke the Council's edict and settle the dispute in the same way. I believe they believe that their faith is superior. Then let them prove it. Subject them to a severe test of faith. If they survive, they will have proven their steadfastness. Even if the Order of the Hammer does not accept their arguments, it will be easier for them to recognize the newcomer's right to interpret the way of Saint Cognatius if they prove it with their own blood and pain. So what should we do? I think I don't like the Malpians. We will allow the Malpians to prove their strength, convictions, or severe trial of faith. I think, yeah, Heinrichs. Yeah, Heinrichs is right. Let us send the most zealous ones on a repentant pilgrimage to retrieve the relics. Saint Cognatius relic. Wielder gains +5 chance to reduce incoming warp damage by half for each point of deflection. Okay. They will not cause us any more trouble. Several thousand refugees have been sent on a pilgrimage of penance to search for the relics of Saint Ignatius. Many believe that it was just a way to get rid of these inconvenient people. Lord of the Hammer thanked Lord Captain for his protection and staying true to agreements between them. Okay, so this is... Oh, we got... So this is not done yet. No. Yeah, then we can get rank 2 stuff. So touched by holiness, Saint Ignatius left behind many treasures that are now coveted by powerful men and women. Rogue trader Insenia Corda possesses the shards of priceless combitul bearing the saint's fingerprints, formally reclaiming the relic via Adeptus Administratum. Will be a bureaucratic war requiring influential allies and nothing short of an army of clerks and scribes. But if passed into safekeeping of monks in the Order of the Hammer, it will be a great triumph for the faithful. Oh, so we lose some profit factor. So we gain efficiency. It's good. And Drusians will like it. Shield of Faith feature. Plus 30% to the Prow Shield sector. Okay, I guess that sounds fun. But this hallowed railway, okay. It costs us some resources. A glorious mag train loaded with relics will run across Falstone, carrying the light of fate to every corner of the world. Requimator. Whenever the warrior kills their target with a melee attack, all enemies in chosen range around the warrior suffer 3 mental damage. It's like whatever. Explorators. That's nice. Complacency. No, I don't like complacency. Cemetery of the Faithful. The foundation of an honorary cemetery for the repose of the dynasty's best servants will create new tradition in the Protectorate. Phlogiston. Damn. Lord Captain's Voyage against Blessing of the Fallen feature. Souls of the crewmen laid to rest on the Falstone cemeteries and blessings to their ship. Flagship gains +5 bonus to evasion. Oh, that sounds good. Drusians and complacency for all. This is nice, but I don't know if the phlogiston and the complacency. 1000 faced relic. Monks demands great work. We lose lots of people, that's not good. Thousands of faithful with skin entirely covered in scars in the form of lines from scriptures about Saint Ignatius. Exclusions like dogmatic plus 10. Okay, that's good. Complacency, no. Efficiency, yes. Bonfires of righteousness. On foul stone, the faithful are bringing with fanatical zeal. Their faith commands them to exterminate subhumans, the mutants, and the weak of faith in their midst. Then they must travel to other worlds of the Protectorate to continue the holy cleansing. Creations of the blasphemous, Xenos, traces of heresies, and tomes of dangerous knowledge abound The Coronis expands. Let the bonfire's flames consume the corruption. We get this weapon in Flamer. Damage is quite high. Security and profit. Cost us blocks. Project Good Tidings. Good Tidings. How this is. That was will be blocked. The Order of the Hammer has held closely held an ambitious dream. Erect a giant spire that will reach up Falston's orbit. From there, a powerful vox station will broadcast prayers and sermons to the entire planet. The voice of the astropathic choir will carry the sacred words all across the Coronis expanse. The good tidings will be heard throughout the vox spectrum, rallying the Imperium subjects. Okay, that sounds good. We gain all allies gain 3 times allies dogmatic rank, critical hit chance. That's pretty cool. It is completions. Plasteel adamantite. Yeah, the costs aren't that high. That's the first thing. That was okay as well. Now I think it costs too much profit. Oh no, it's only I don't really, whatever. Efficiency, railway. Was the yeah, this was also sort of nice, but it's phlogiston. This is dogmatic plus 10, which is nice, but we also cost people. We don't have so many of them. So I think good tidings. Because this is pretty nice. Of course, it only like, dogmatic people are affected. But does it also affect Adolf Argonaut himself? I hope so. Okay, how about Janus? Your Lordship, there are alarming reports coming from Janus. A number of strange mutations have been spotted among the population in remote agri-complexes. Aside from the obvious disfigurement and the subsequent estrangement, these mutants, called wretches by the rest of the colony. Wretch should be with a W. Um, but the rest of the colonists are coming together to practice a primitive form of religion involving ritual worship of the land. While they display no disobedience or hostility, their very existence is concerning. Members of the Magus Biologists you tasked with healing Janus have found the mutation to be missing from the catalogue and recommend studying it and eradicating it immediately afterwards. The Janus nobility humbly awaits your decision. What do we know about the wretches? Two mutations cause loss of skin and pigment and shedding of hair. Some have started developing a translucent third eyelid similar to that of reptiles. Others have succumbed to a progressive atrophy of the larynx, causing loss of human speech. At the same time, their tendons become denser and more elastic, providing increased endurance and load resistance. The wretches are commonly ostracized due to their grotesque appearance. There haven't been too many cases of mob justice yet, but they will become commonplace after the mutations' deformities become more obvious. The wretches tend to form groups with similarly afflicted people. Their average level of intellect is low. They are all belong to a. I want to make a joke about races, but okay. They all belong to the labor caste and communicate among themselves using a primitive vernacular of their own invention. You got it. As for the barbaric religion, they are deifying both soil and Janus itself. To them, working in agri-complexes is a form of worship which has a positive impact on productivity. What do my advisors have to say? I saw your agents' picked recordings. The signs of this monkey leave behind their idols. I cannot deny a connection, though a pathetic and extremely abstract one, to the symbols of my people. Their guttural prayers echo the sounds of children of Assyrian speech. The probability of them having come into such close contact with our civilization is non-existent. Yet they are still somehow connected. Protect these people, resettle them to distant abodes where they will not be harmed for their peculiarities, and keep watch. Someday the truth may be revealed. The blessed sanction of the Imperium does not grace these mutants, nor does it declare their existence anathema. Should we sentence them to without further study? There are mutants whose existence is fully sanctioned, such as ogres, ratlings. Wait, ratlings exist? I don't know. I didn't know. Arias, pelagers, felinids, and trouts. Felinids, are they like cat people? I don't know so much about 40k, apparently. I know about Ogrins. A library had many treatises on the generator's crafts, and I could impart some of that knowledge to your servants. Purely theoretical, of course. This mutation has not been properly studied and is missing from the catalog. I am not registering a basis for delaying the commencement of immediate genetic purification. I recommend launching a thorough investigation into the genetic makeup of this forbidden strain. Um, I will suffer no mutant to live. Hunt them down, the last man. Maybe just this one. Resettle the wretches into separate complexes where the crowds will not tear them apart. We will study them. I feel this monkey have been touched by something wondrous. Heart of the Nameless. This item increases the wielder's law Xenos plus 10. If the wearer has Iconoclast adherent, it increases all skills by 10 instead. Okay. The mutants were resettled to distant Agra complexes where their unorthodox appearance will not put them in danger of being massacred by the serfs. The mutants were brought under surveillance. One of the watchmen spotted a mysterious relic in the hands of a group of wretches that turned out to be an item of Xeno origin. It is unlikely the mutants understood the nature of the objects they worshipped. Sophocracy. Provisions and chemicals. Efficiency and security. Okay, that's nice. Before we forget, we got some. This thing. Oh, yeah, we also got this thing. Reduce incoming warp damage. Just her, she can get that. So, Iconoclast Adherent. Which ones? She's an adherent and she's an adherent. I think they are the only proper iconoclasts here. Yeah. Nice. Nice. Nice skills. I do like some of her attributes, if you catch my drift. Her skills, I mean. Okay, let's go do more administration. I am the administrator. So... Cure for sloth. Okay, that sounds boring. So I can't we do this? Are they... Okay, giants. What is giants? Reputation with Drusians is too low. Okay. So it's 15k. No, not this one. It's the trade. Don't we have... Journal? Okay, this is annoying. I have to go talk to Janrios, Danrock, whatever. I want to see, like, if it's anywhere nearby. I don't think it was 15k or something requirement, so we are nowhere nearby, I think. But let's just double check before I, disregard that option of development for the colony. Dan Rock. Dan Rock. Drusians. Yeah, it's only so means like 10,000 more or something. They want holy gifts. We have jewelry, but yeah, no, I guess not do that. Colony management. Cure for sloth. The grimy masses are so lazy. A wise lord will add substances to their daily communion that ensure obedience and diligence. Once purified and distilled, these truly miraculous plant-based chemicals will make a commoner forget their fatigue and purposeless pastimes. Once their body is burnt out and wither, they will simply be replaced by a new worker. This is a bit too callous. Chemicals and people, because Adolf Argonaut costs neurosuppressants for the rebel feature. All allies gain +5 athletics and suffer minus 10% less toxic damage. This is heretical. Yeah, no, I do not think so. Capella Biologists, Vox Dark Sages. This is Dark Sages. All allies deal +5% more damage to Xenos. That sounds like fun, but yeah, we don't have enough friendship with Caspelica. So what is this? Capella Biologists. Magus Biologists, custodians of Janus's sacred irrigation plants, have taken an interest in the unique substances discovered on the planet. If provided with the resources for erecting a chapel, they will delve into the mysteries of the chem synthesis, which can turn deadly toxins into basic substances needed for life-saving Medicaid kits. So it costs us all our phlogiston and surgeon medikit, efficiency and chemicals. Let's see. Level of toxin inflicted by rogue trader or the allies is increased by +3, you know. Science of virtue. Drusians, yeah, this is another 15k stuff. Blood and Nephium. Contact available, alright. Oh, we lose some security with this thing. I don't like it. Reaping. Following giants. Yeah, we only have 2 options. Like, I don't like the phlogiston. Maybe we should wait. Let's see Kiava Gamma. Okay, yeah, that's just. Yeah. Giants. Maybe let's see if we can get that done. So is it finally time to depart the system and actually go explore and shit? Spend a long time here just administrating stuff. Okay, let's put the shooting gloves back. This was her persuasion. Her persuasion is still much better, but what gloves does she have? Her gloves aren't great. I should actually give these gloves to her. Sort of grenades, no, parry melee attacks with the ranged weapon. Maybe. maybe. I think I should go check on my son. Yeah, my son woke up. He's here with me now. So we have explored this place. Not explore, what? Let's go. We have to go there. Have I forgotten to explore that one? Well, the warp was unusually hectic. Recent attacks on the scrap code disabled many of the sacred machines whose malfunctioning algorithm showed no sign of failure until the vessel departed real space and surrendered itself to the Sea of Souls. As a navigator, only the navigator's talent and the tireless vigil of the tech priest saved the void ship from mere immaterium released us from its grip this time. Why haven't I explored that? Did I simply forget? No, I don't want to shut it down. Yeah, they're all explored, so that's a bug or something. Yeah, why? There's nothing here anymore. Okay. The game lied to me. Yeah, not explored. It's the Sential Sprite, but why does it show it like not explored? I think it's just some bug or something. It bothers me. Because these have extractors. Yeah, already explored. So I think the game is just dumb. Dun 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 dun. So can't. Can we chart the course here? I think Dargonis is like here. Yes. Let's see what happens if we chart the course here. Yeah, danger is my middle name. Call for help has pierced the tranquility of an uneventful warp flight. Something sinister is afoot on one of the storage decks. 2 squads have already been sent to investigate. Both of them have gone missing. Alas, the only way to learn the fate is personal visit by the rogue trader and his retinue. So it took Argus Voidicus took 6 damage, the ship. I guess this party is good enough. Burst attacks are harder to dodge. Makes sense. Let's start with a save. Seal with a kiss, start with a save. There's butchered people here.
Let the faith guide my path to glory.
They will bow.
What are those
before
things?
me.
Plague bearers. Oh. Nurgle. He's gonna move first. And there's... Is this like some fart clouds or just, you know, effects? Roar! I can hear the plague bearers growling. Cassie, I guess. Just wanted to change their positions. I guess. So this is the sniping zone.
The Omnissiah knows all, comprehends all.
Defense zone. Just like this. Front zone. So there's only 2 enemies. Surely this is gonna be easy. Hehe.
The scriptural prognosis is favorable. Advancing.
Oh, it's just maybe I can use these and then slap the guy.
Running binary override.
Nice hit. Not bad at all. Nice parry. Ooh, nice non-taking damage. Can we shoot? No. How about here? Yeah, okay. She can see both dudes.
Swift and silent.
Yes, let's just try to kill the one that's
If it
damaged.
serves your cause. This tedium is beneath.
No not dead. How about if we use Death Whisper? Nice. Oh, okay, more baddies spawning. Got the beast in my sights.
If it serves your cause.
Ow. Okay, that guy's... They are very weak. Let's try to shotgun this guy first before he gets a turn. Nice.
The Emperor commands. Rejoice in service.
How could you miss that one? Oh, please, come on, man.
Actions will speak louder than words.
Yeah. Do we have claim the bounty? And can we kill it with this?
Not be denied.
Yes.
Rejoice in service.
Help me, Lord Captain.
Oh, she's poisoned.
Step aside. The navigator is coming.
And we lure it. Yes. Okay. Very nice. Have a large shoot from there though. Okay, well,
If I may.
Pascal can shoot even though if he cannot move or anything.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Yeah, he can't really move, but he can shoot. Let's move.
Request approved.
Oops.
My vow is
Might be miss. Come on. Let's use this then. Oh, there's a kick. Yeah, there's a new attack she
Guided by
got.
faith. Faith without deeds is worthless.
Nice. I went down.
Doubt is for the weak.
Ooh. Okay. Now there's more little dudes. What is this? Until end of combat, Archmage can make one additional attack each turn. Yeah, I
In thy
guess.
light I stand, and thy light I crave.
Oh, there's one guy just over here. How about... No.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Let's hit
I'll do
this guy with the axe. Nice.
without deeds is worthless. I will bathe this battlefield in righteous fury.
Nothing really for her to do. What's this? Bulwark. Deflection and stuff.
I will do my duty. It will be done. What? You are target. At your beck and call.
Okay.
Indeed.
Let's use all of this stuff. Ow, 1 damage. Oh, it healed. Okay.
Suffering is part of the trial.
Argent, huh?
Running binary override. Request approved.
Slap.
Significant value.
Very nice slap.
The scriptural process is favorable. Running binary override.
Yeah, we can see that.
Approved.
Is this thing.
Comprehends all.
They really like attacking Cassie. Of course, she's the squishy little girl.
Stop trying.
Well, why is her attack unavailable? Ah, there's an enemy next to her, that's why it's unavailable, of course. What if can I use Death Whisper second weapon? No, it's not dead, damn it.
Hear you moving. No more. If I must. I understand your intent. If it serves your cause. I am not your Xenos pet, monkey.
Okay. Let's try to shotgun the. Use
And
this.
so it shall be done.
Splutum.
This be the warning to
Nice,
all who
double
oppose us.
shot. How many? 6 enemies. Where the? Yeah, there's like a million of them still waiting in the rafters. move. Let's just go shoot this guy. Miss. Oh, that's nice.
The Emperor commands.
Entrench.
So shall it be done.
Cassia. It's not strong enough to kill the guy.
Me. Another foe painted
Okay,
black.
that worked.
I'm not accustomed to being ordered around.
Another soul slips beyond the veil.
Overwhelming. That whisper can we shoot? Yes.
I understand your intent.
Oh, not dead yet. Where are all the enemies? There's one here. Oh, one there, one here. Okay.
I am a navigator, not a servitor.
It's this one. Toxin. We can reduce,
Isn't
take
this
away
a
her
job for the
toxin.
serfs?
Okay. Finest hour. Let's give it to
I'll
Argenta.
paint your death in colors.
I think her last attack was a single shot. I guess I shouldn't worry too much. Let's go here. Shoot this guy. Yes.
Doubt is for the weak. None can escape the Emperor's judgment. I'll do it. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Emperor protects. What? Why? Can she move here? Yes. There was probably like the pipe somehow in the way.
The enemies of the Emperor will be us.
Nice.
Prayer.
Oh, we can still. Where's the last enemy? Here. I don't think we'll be shooting this guy.
I'll do it.
Cassia, she. Oh, and Argenta gets another turn.
God Emperor, move through me. Be the fire in my heart.
Nope. She can still. Oh yeah. Did she use the ability that allows her to attack one extra time? Nope. She doesn't know how to shoot. Whatever. Abelard.
I've seen worse battles than this in my time.
Is it time to use melt
It will be
gun?
done.
Oh, goodness.
Victory is imminent.
Nice parry. Nice. Yes.
The impure cannot escape their fate.
Ah, more enemies are spawning. Alright then. Alrighty then. Um, let's see. To reorganize everybody a little bit. It's the Versarian. Maybe he should be a bit further away so he can do the tackle. Magenta. No, her area is very limited where she can stay. This Pascal can go with these guys. Protect them or something, I guess. So maybe this can be the back line right now, protected and stuff. The front line,
My competences are not that universal.
yeah, fine. This area somewhere here.
The scriptural prognosis is
If
favorable.
somebody moves there or something. Plagued undead. Let's see.
My vow is to serve.
Nice.
Running binaric over. The
Spot.
Undersigned condemns you. Request approved. Running binaric override.
Ooh, very nice shot. So are we just gonna be fighting these undead until the end of eternity or something? Like more will keep spawning and... let's see. Yeah, this should hit both guys.
I'll give you death with my hand.
Nice. Yes, and now we have another shot. Yes.
If it serves your cause. I am not your zoo pet monkey.
Let's, yeah, use the sword as protection. First go and hit. Ah, no, that guy's not dying from the hit. How about the kick? Go here and kick this guy. Let's see. Sparta. Okay, it's not dead.
Faith without deeds is worthless. As the Emperor commands, I act.
Ask him a question. And this one to get an extra attack.
I'll do it.
Oh, come on, man.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Whatever. Nice. Berserkrian is doing what he does best, which is stuff. And the healing. Healing like Hitler. First, let's use this. Early it. Really need to move anybody though. I guess Cassie, she can take one. Okay, Argonaut. Go here. Use your shotgun on. Oh, that's not a good position because.
Actions will speak louder than words. Another step towards our ultimate victory.
Okay.
I will not be deterred.
Yes, that's good, except let's
the Emperor commands.
Let's lose this. Let's use this. And oh, we don't have much. You know what? I'm gonna make somebody my prey, at least this
and
guy.
So shall it be done. Rejoice in this be a warning.
Nice. Claim the bounty. Nice. Oh, we got more movement and stuff. Well, we don't have attacks, so let's just entrench here.
Me? If you
Okay, let's try to get this guy away from Berserkrian. Nice. And guess let's give Berserkrian. Oh, it's too far. Earlier.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
Nice.
Lips beyond the veil.
Okay. Finally, everybody's dead. Surely. Hopefully.
Let us walk this path to the end.
Oh, what's this? On violence and salvation, the yellowed pages of this tattered pamphlet give us of the sickly sweet smell of rot. The universe is drenched in foul blood and rampant profligacy. Profligacy? Disgrace, immorality, and light permeate the air around every world. Agony, suffering, and pain thrive within us. Submit, repent, and accept your fate, to live and die in wildness and villainy. The omnipresent sickness pierces the void that stretches between suns and worlds. All of existence, however perpetual or unshakable. My son wants to help me because there's some socks drying, and he wants to put them away, but they're still wet. Anyways, all of existence, and however perpetual and unshakable it may seem, will one day witness its demise and turn to dust. The cities of today will become ruins of tomorrow. The rosy-cheeked maiden will turn into a filthy hag, and the soldier who walks the battlefield for the first time will forever stay there, sinking into the bloody, decaying mass of countless others. Still, countless others. But open yourself to the truth. If depravity, filth, and violence are eternal and all encompassing, they are things worth bowing to. Therein lies our hope. By resigning ourselves to the rotten deformity of existence. Yeah, I have to end the stream soon. Resigning ourselves to the rotten deformity of existence and embracing all its profanity, we can be honest and sincere with our nature. We can evade the doom of oblivion, one with eternity, having trodden through all of the world's putrescence and recognized its morbid and irremediate wretchedness. We can perceive the soft and curative warmth of the true, most merciful of fates. Thus, at last, we can discover the path of salvation in the caring embrace of the great unclean one. This rotting and unaccepting art. There is a place for any true believer. Okay, so yeah, it's Nurgle stuff. Nurgle. Oh, everything is shit, so let's just, accept it's shit. Runners expand. Be right back. Right, banana. Gave my son a banana, so now he's. What happens if we run out of insight? Let's just check out how this system looks like, and if it's like, a couple of planets with. Okay, there's like a battle and everything here. Euphrates 2, and it's like a. I don't know why is it colored. Is it because it's named like that? I'm gonna scan one planet. I can't resist. Or maybe two, because the other one is just next to it. Plasteel 1. Planetoid. Celestial body holds 0 interest as an object of study. We can continue onward. Yeah, I'm not gonna waste any extractor stuff to that. Plasteel 2. Yeah, not very exciting, but next time we can explore these planets and fight those ships, whatever they are. But I'm gonna end the stream now. So I am Adventure Argonaut. I thank you for watching, and bye bye.